EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 18, Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. Outside, that's Robinson. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Back! 70 Lions. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Ready,
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 50.
Right to the air goes Daniels. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on. Text match. Ready.
First carry out for Jaden Blue. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. In motion comes Andrews. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jalen Walker getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to...
Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be taken in at the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Hurt. 18 Cardinal.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's a zone read to start the drop. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
70.
Now they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. We are through one. It's the Ravens out front. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. And they are facing a 2nd and long.
On the jump. Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and long. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Check, bounce, Viking 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 left. Panther and left. Dragon 60. Street.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Going for it all. He's got it! And they're not going to catch up to him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
It's your money, yo. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute that's on this up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Vikings, 60 Warriors, 70. Motion.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
60 Vikings, 60
A gain of
Vikings.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Looks like get this one complete, and it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard.
Ready? 70 Lions, ready?
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Campbell. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get
That
out.
is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Atlanta. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Now, Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Ravens 14, Falcons 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
In motion, Lamb.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. And at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
60 Maverick, 60, hey, smash circle.
In motion, it's Waddle. Daniels now going to look to throw. Flushed to his left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
Ready,
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, come back, 70 left, go.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready, press all 8, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come on, come on. No.
This is Blue. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready?
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Ready?
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Get it?
Escaping to his left. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's first and 10.
Hawk, Cup 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
60 Eagles. 60.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
At the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
This one, complete to Campbell. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Steve Everett. 19, 60, practice 6, check, Bobcat.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Throwing up top. That's hard. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
That's the score.
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Viking, 18.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 35. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and You give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Falcons 21. Santos set to kick off.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Chapter 11. Chapter 11. Cowboy 80.
In motion comes Andrews.
18, Pioneer.
Daniels now on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Let's go.
They run over center with Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Luke James, first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ready.
A quick throw here going to be taken by London. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Come on. Come on. Set. 70 line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down. after a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9.
Get it. Viking 18, Mustang 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Santos good on the extra point. And the Falcons have come back to level things. It's 28 all.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Devon Diablo there to make the play.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Daniel. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 89 yards.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. It's Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. He runs with it. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
That one's caught by Campbell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Mustang 19.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mike Reed, he gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Ready.
That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field
everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Like 79 Broncos. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
19 Lions. 70 Lions. Dragon 60.
Throwing now from the gun. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
The 20-yard line.
Ready up.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Come next.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Okay, ready? Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is a Dafe Owe getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. That is caught inside of the end zone. Bijan Robinson Falcons. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
36.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Half midfield. Meanwhile, a good return here, and they will take over at the 32-yard line.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a timeout at Atlanta. That's their first, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set.
Again, it's Blue, and he's followed up after a gain of a yard. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. A run once more with Blue. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore. Now Falcons will use their third final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Blue. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. 36. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
There's the spike. It comes with 15 seconds on the clock. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Ready? 19 Lion. Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. That one taken in by London. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 15 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank, cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plane, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set, way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it, all these on my true first, no dribble. These always talking pillar, thing like scissor, like young niggas, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up.